Hi, I'm Scott, and it is been just a little over 3 months since my 4-level ADR cervical replacement. I'm doing well. I wanted to provide an update, and I'm going to do my best to try to keep this video short and keep myself on task. I have a tendency to run on, so let's see how that goes. So it's been about 94 or 95 days or something, 3 months since I had my artificial disc replacement surgery at the 4 levels of my cervical 7 on up. Had that done in Bogen, Germany by Dr. Bernatoli of ProSpine, and I couldn't be happier. I mean, I totally would do it again. I totally would spend the not insignificant amount of money to have it done. I would totally go to Bogen, Germany, and do all that over again. And I say that with a little bit of a tremor in my voice because I wouldn't want to go through that awful shoulder pain that I went through after surgery from anyway, I've talked about it already. I'm doing so much better. I'm not perfect, but my left and right range of motion is fantastic. My scar has healed up really, really well. I joke with friends that I actually should have paid extra to have them run a knife, edge down the side of my face for an even better story, but wasn't thinking of it at the time. My up and down range of motion, flexion and extension, I think is very, very good. The only part where I'm not where I want to be is my side-to-side motion. I'm still very, very tight on those side muscles, and it's all muscular. My neck will go, the discs will go, but for some reason those side muscles still are tight as heck, and the scalenes that run down here and run down to my arms, I don't have any of that numbness anymore that I described the first few weeks after my surgery, except, there's one except, is that if I'm lying in bed and I've been reading a book too long, or my tablet computer, and I've been kind of having my neck sort of angled in a weird way, I think that it stretches or puts pressure on certain muscles and nerves, and it gives me a little bit of numbness and tingling in my hands, but it's not at all what it was before the surgery, where even a little bit of motion in certain angles would cause the disc to intrude upon my spinal column and those radial nerves that go off to my arms and stuff. What else? My energy level is pretty much back to where it was well before surgery. It's better than it was before surgery. My willingness to go out and do stuff is increased, although I'm really more of a homebody right now because it's just so darned cold. It's right now 18 degrees outside. It's been single digits the last few days here in Ohio. And when it's 18 Fahrenheit, you just really don't want to be outside a whole lot. But I've been out in the garage. I've worked on my bikes. I rode a teeny little bit just a few days ago. And I'm all clear to be doing that stuff, and I'm enjoying how physical therapy is also helping me as well. And I got to say that is really helping me a lot. I'm doing it once a week. I probably could do it a couple times, and I'd make a little bit further progress. But I'm just doing it once a week because of schedule. I'm working 50 hours a week roughly, and that's going well. There's some days I come home and I'm pretty exhausted. Maybe my muscles are sore. My mid-back, my lower back, my legs and stuff are sore or tired. And if I do that for like several days or a week, then I have to stretch and get active again, and I have to go through a few days of soreness in doing that. But I'm basically back to well before my surgery. I'm active again, and that's fantastic. So I really couldn't ask for any more on that front. My neck muscles are still tight here in the front, like up here above my scar. There's no pain at all. I can push and tug and all that, and it's it's no big deal. It's just like my neck now. It's just that the muscles and maybe some of the skin is a little bit tight still. So I still have a lot of stretching to do. I started back Tai Chi again, and that seems to be helping. And just remembering to stretch multiple times a day seems to be my biggest challenge. I'll be at work, and I work a computer job, and so I'll be smacking on the keyboard, and then I'll get up and I'll launch and go to a business meeting, and I'll sit and I'll talk, and I got to remember that while I'm doing that, I got to stretch around, and I got to remember to get up and walking and keeping my legs exercised, and getting my heart rate up a few times a day to just again increase my overall fitness. And in fact, one of the drivers for me is that I really want to ride my motorcycles a lot this summer. Right now it is the 14th of February, and so we're not even close to spring. But I plan on doing a lot of motorcycle trips, moto camping, and just rides around the area, going down to West Virginia, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Ohio, throughout southern Ohio. Plan on doing a bunch of trips like that, and so I want to get in good enough shape to be able to do that and really enjoy it. And I'm just about there already. I just need to do more. So that's motivating me an awful lot. There's really, I can't remember what else to kind of update you on. I need to go get my 3-month X-rays and send those over to ProSpine to get their take on them. I don't think anything negative will show up on them. I'm not feeling any symptoms like that. Again, the only things that if I had to complain about I would say that my side muscles are still very tight. 3 months out, I suppose I should still expect that. I could probably be further along by remembering to do more side-to-side stretches. They've got me doing these things and these things. Laying on the front of an exercise ball and lifting my neck up and raising my arms up, strengthening my chest and my deltoids, pecs and deltoids. Also, massages are really still helping me. I'm still doing those about every 2 weeks and for about an hour to hour and a half. It's not cheap, but the guy who works on me is fantastic. He really stretches my neck and works on the scalenes, and that seems to be helping quite a lot. He also helps to stretch my shoulder out, which augments my stretching. So that's pretty much it. I mean, I like you see me moving, you see me, see my body language is that I'm feeling a lot better. There's some days where I feel tight, I feel tired, especially when I come home from long day of work, or maybe I didn't get sleep, as much sleep as I needed to the previous few days, because I have a tendency of getting home, maybe resting, and then getting back up, getting excited about all the billion hobbies that I have, and going into about midnight, 1, 2 o'clock, not getting enough sleep, go to work the next day, over caffeinate, and then come home, and then kind of start that cycle. After about 3 or 4 days like that, I'm feeling a little bit, wrung out, and that's no fault to the surgery, to my neck. It's just me being stupid. So there's that. But I'll tell you what, the folks around me, the folks at work, seem to be responding to my more positive attitude. I definitely am not feeling like I was before the surgery, where I'm really worried and really bummed out about my health and concerned about my own longevity and about my ability to help my daughter and my family and my friends and to be able to be productive and valuable at work. I'm past that now, and I am very, 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 very grateful for that. And so thank you, ProSpine. Thank you, Dr. Renatoli. Thank you, the staff there. Thank you, the nurses, the doctors, the physical therapists, the radiologists, everybody else who was involved with that. I'd like to thank the Academy. I do. I need to thank them, because I mean, look at me. I'm feeling so much better. I still have further to go, but that's really on me. It's on me to continue stretching and working and make sure that my posture is right, so that I'm not slumping and then aggravating the discs and maybe putting more wear on the ones that I got replaced and all that. So all of that's on me. I accept that, and I gotta continue to do that. But that's probably things that contributed to my neck's need for surgery to begin with. So I accept all that. Hopefully that was a good enough update for you at 3 months. I'll do another one at the 6-month level. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them either in the comments, or you can private message me, and I will be happy to provide whatever I can. Again, remember, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. I am not even a witch doctor in training, so I will not give medical advice. I'm not qualified, but I can provide links to more information if you would like to do the research on your own and make probably some fairly serious decisions. If you're interested in this, if you're watching this video, you probably have some serious decisions to kind of make on your own. So my sympathies, my empathy, my willingness to answer your questions and stuff, just let me know. So hope you do well. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.